Hey guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy New Year to you. I wish you everything you wish yourself this 2025. So this is our first tutorial for 2025. At the end of this, I hope you guys learn how to make these shorts. Yes, I'll be making this short. I paired it up when I wore it. I paired it up with this top, and this top tutorial would be in my next video. So please, if you just stumbled upon this video, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification button or the notification bell. Turn on the notification bell so whenever I post, you will not miss it. Okay, so in this video we are going to be making these shorts. It's a fringe shorts, as you can see already. It's very easy and very quick to make. The only thing that would take you time is cutting and putting the fringes on it like this, but apart from that, every other thing is the same, like double crochet and chains, and all you have to know is your measurements for you to start doing this stuff. So I would be showing you this with measurement and not with the number of stitches that I use. That is because my hook size and your hook size might not be the same. My yarn size and your yarn size might not also be the same, and my tension, that means how tight I hold my crochet stitches and how tight you hold your crochet stitches might not be the same. Okay, so all those factors affect the size, the length, and the width of your work. So that's why I don't measure or explain by the number of chains or the number of stitches you're to make. I just explain by the length of the work you're doing. That means you need to use your tape for measurements. Okay, so get your tape ready because we'll be using your tape to measure the sizes, okay, or the size I'll be doing. Okay, so going forward, I would be using this color of yarn. It is purple color, and for no particular reason, I'm going to be using this one. It's 100% acrylic, and 7 ounces is about 397 yards in yards, and in meters it is 363 meters. Okay, it is 198.4 grams. Now most yarns come in 50 grams. Most yarns come in let me say like this. So some of them that comes like this is like 50 grams. So this is what I'm talking about, the weight. See, this weight of yarn is different from this weight of yarn. So if you're using a smaller weight of yarn, please, you can double your strands. Okay, you can always double the strands so that it will be thick enough to give you a good work. Okay, because most times the lighter strands, you would be crocheting and crocheting, you will not get what you want, and you might not even like it at the end of the day. So instead of you wasting your time, our advice, if you're using a light strand, please double it. Okay, so as you can see, the weight of this yarn and this one is different. That is why I also do not give you in the number of stitches that I do. All right, so that being said, I'm going to start right away. Once you get your yarn ready and you get your hook ready, we are going to start. So I don't think I told you guys the size of pin I'm using, but I'm using a pin 3.75 millimeters. So you can use anywhere between 2.5 millimeters, 3.00 millimeters, 3.25 millimeters, 3.5 millimeters, 3.75 millimeters, which is what I'm using. You can also use 4 millimeters, 4.25 millimeters. So around 2.5 to 4.25 millimeters, you can use that for the short. If you want it bigger, or you want it, remember all the sizes of hook will change the length of this thing. It's not like it will change the length, but if you're doing that or you're using any hook size that differs from my own, definitely you need your tape for measurement and not the stitch counts, which I won't even be giving you, so don't bother about that. So right now we are going to be using or doing chains to because I'm doing a size large, I'm doing a medium large, I'm going to be doing between 31 and 32 inches of chain. So if you're doing any size other than this, please check the size guide. You can Google a size guide and download it to your phone, and whenever you want to do something for yourself, you use the size guide to guide you of how many inches of chain you would be doing for any project you want to do. Okay, so now I'm going to be using the guide for a medium large. So I'll be doing a long chain to 31 inches. 31 to 32 inches is a large. 30 inches is a medium, I guess so. So I'm going to be doing like 31 inches chain. Okay guys, so I have done a long chain to 31. Oops. So this is 31 inches. The table is kind of short, so sorry. So I did my chain to 31. Remember that she's medium large, and if I do a normal chain to 32 being the large, it might be bigger than her. It's not like it's bigger, it's half rope, okay, but we want it fitted and nice. I mean, you know, right? So remember to always remove 1 inches to the normal size so that it will not be somehow, especially when you want something to be fitted. But if you don't care about it being fitted and you want it to be bulky on the person, you can do exactly the size of the person, because crochet stretches, except you're using cotton yarn. Cotton yarn do not stretch, okay? So except you're using cotton yarn. Okay, so I'm just going to do this right now. Join this end to this other end but you make sure that it is the right side, because if you don't, it might be folding. I don't know how to explain it, but just make sure it is the right side. So you make sure that it's straight when you join it, it's not wrapped, okay? So after joining, this is how to join. Just put in your pin at the end or the second stitch of the other one, because the first stitch is the stitch that is tying it, so it doesn't get loose. Okay, so you put it on the second one, and then you bring in your yarn, the yarn you're using to crochet, you take out, and then you have two options here. Number one is to do single crochet like this to lock it up, or after bringing in the yarn, you slip stitch, you take it out and close it up like that. So that's option 2, which is what I'm going to do. So now you do your 1 chain, 2 chains, 3 chains, and in the next stitch you're doing a double crochet stitch. Okay, so double crochet, chain 2, you skip 1, 2 chains, you go to the third one and do double crochet stitch. You make another 2 chains, skip 1, 2, on the third chain you do a double crochet stitch. So we are going to do chain 2, skip 2, chain 2, skip 2. So chain 2, skip 2, on the third one double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, on the third one double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, on the third one double crochet. Okay, so chain 2, skip 2, on the third one double crochet. We are going to do this round. Okay, so I am at the end and I have some few 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches left, and I'm just going to do just one. So guys, I did a calculation and I'm going to tell you 1, 2, 3, and the last one right here. So let me complete this before I complete what I was going to say. So this, we have just one stitch here. I'm just like going to join it. Let me do, since we have just one stitch, one chain here, I'm going to do 1, 2 and join it with a slip stitch right here. So you might be lucky to have no you might be lucky to have something that is complete here. That means you might be lucky to have 2 chains here, then good for you. But if you have something like this, please just do this one. Just do the stuff that I did here. It's not going to show, okay? After all, we are still going to add, so this is like an additional stitch here, so that will not show. So I was going to say something. Yes, so I'm trying to write the pattern for this, okay? I have never written pattern before, and for pattern you need the number of stitches in the work. So you not need to measure by the number of the length of the work. You measure by the number of stitches, because you're recommending the size of pin and the size of hook that you're using. So I noticed that you need, for a large size, okay, you need 120 chains. I went back and I counted it. You need 120 chains for a large size, but that is only if you're using the same pin and the same size of hook, okay, the same hook and the same size of yarn, okay? So 120 chain is what gave me this size, okay? So right now what I'm going to do is 3 chain. We need 1, 2 space before the next, so we add 2 more chains. That's, you're doing 5 chains, then you're skipping 1, 2. On the third chain you're making a double crochet, okay? So you're making a double crochet on the 3rd chain. So 1, 2, instead of you to go into the space like this and make a double crochet, which you can actually do, you can do that, but because I want this work to grow faster, that would make the work slow. So I'm just going into the chain stitch and I'm making a double crochet stitch there. 1, 2, skip 2 places and double crochet. Now the 2 places you're skipping, for clarity, you're skipping, so you're making double crochet here. So you have 1 stitch here, you have another stitch here, so you're going into the 3rd place. Remember, you're making 2 chains, so it's 2 places you're skipping, 2 stitches you're skipping. So 2 chains, skip 1, 2, on the 3rd one, double crochet stitch. This is what I'm doing. Now if you're a lazy person like me and you want to be faster, you can just do 2 chains, you go into this place and do a double crochet, which is what I'll advise you. If you want to be faster, you can do 2 chains, go into the next place, do double crochet. Now the difference between these two is that this one will make the shorts not to grow in length faster. This is what I mean. If you look at this place that I put in the stitch and this one that I put down here, this one would go down. This one is up, this one is down. Do you understand? This one is a little bit higher than this one. You guys don't understand what I'm saying, but as a crochet artist that I've been crocheting for long, I understand what I'm saying and I know what I'm saying. If you put it between the stitch, it draws this one down, but if you put it on top of the stitch, it takes it up, so you have some centimeters longer. So if you want your stuff to be longer in length, you don't have to put it in between the chain like that. You have to put it inside the chains, not across the chain. You understand what I'm saying? So you can do this, you can still do this, but for me, I'm going to be doing this instead. Okay, that's an explanation for an advanced crochet artist. So yeah, I'm going to just keep doing this. When I get to the end, I do my slip stitch. So I'll keep going for some rows without increasing, then I'll let you guys know when I want to start increasing. Okay, so I'm at the end on the 2nd row, and now I'm just going to do my 2 chains and slip stitch 1, 2, 3, this is the third one. Okay, this is where I'm going to do my slip stitch on the third stitch. So you can see it's seamless. So now I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chains, then I'll do double crochet on the next stitch, which is this place. Double crochet on the next stitch, 2 chains. The first 3 chains is your double crochet. That's why we are doing just 3, not 2 chains, because it's not a regular 2 chains, you understand? It's the double crochet. So now we are going to do 2 chains, skip to the next one, you're doing double crochet. Remember, I am skipping two places, double crochet. So this is what I'm going to keep doing when I get here. When I get here, this place where I join it, either I do 5 chains when I have to, or if it's seamless like this, I would have to do double crochet to start before doing 2 chains. So it's either this or this. So the next step is going to be this place, then the other one is going to be this place. It's automatic, okay? So when you get there, you know what you're doing. Okay, so I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and for you that is doing it by, for us that are doing it with the measurement of this thing, using tape to measure, okay, that's 4 inches. Okay, that's 4 inches. So at 4 inches we are going to start increasing, because we are working down towards the hip section and we need it to be bigger. Okay, yeah. So what I'm going to do now is, there are 2 things you can do, but I'm just going to show you guys one, okay, which is increase on this side and increase on this other side. Okay, and when you're coming back, you increase in the same place. Now let me not get you confused. So what I'm going to do is, this place is where we are doing our 5 chains instead of the 3. So 5 chains, you go there and you do double crochet there. Remember, we are skipping 2, and on the third one we are doing double crochet. 2 chains, double crochet. Double crochet, 2 chains, double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, double crochet on the third one. So I'm going to go ahead and do till I get to where I want to separate, and then I'll show you guys. Where I want to separate is this place. I don't want to separate here because I want this place where I'm joining, I want it to be by the side. If I am increasing here, automatically I need to separate here, but I want it to be by the side. That's why I'm actually crocheting up to this place in the middle. What you have to do is, whatever you choose here as the middle, you make sure you choose it on this other side too as the middle, and then you count your stitches, this place and this place, the stitch from here to here on this back side, and the stitch from here to here on this front side must be the same. So if you're separating here, make sure you have, let me say, 15 stitches here, 15 stitches there, or 100 stitches here, 100 stitches at the back. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to just crochet till I get to the middle. I'm going to do my calculation off camera, and then when I get it, I'll come back here and show you guys the next thing I'll do. Okay, so when I finally get to the place where I want to crochet, or when I want to increase, see, this is how to get it here. You divide it into 4 sides. That means from here to here, from here to here must be the same length. From here to here at the back side, and from here to here must be the same length. So let's assume that we have 120 stitches total. So you divide it into 4. Okay, so this place is one part, this place is one part, the other side is one part. I don't know how else I would explain this thing, but I think I've tried in the explanation. Okay, so the next thing is, when you get your place where you're going to separate, or you have to do, or where you're going to increase, or you have to do is, your 2 chains, you go to the place and do a double crochet stitch, and then you make 2 chains, you go to the same place and do double crochet stitch. It is that simple. So here I have increased here. I'll just do 2 chains, go to the next place and continue my double crochet stitches as if nothing happened. Now when you do this, you just have to do it at the other side again. So right now we are not increasing anymore, okay, till we get to this place. So let me say I increased here, I have to increase here too. So from here to here is the same thing, okay? From here to here is the same thing. So when you get here and here equally, you notice that when you turn it like this, it's going to be the same thing from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, and from there to there. You notice that it's going to be the same thing. You don't have that issue. So all you have to do is make sure that whatever, if you care, if you want to start increasing here, you increase here, and you just make sure after increasing here, you make it equal to this other side. That means if you increase here, you are going to increase here too on the same row. You understand? I've tried my best with the explanation. So let's keep going till we get to where we would increase again. Okay, so I believe I am at the place where I need to increase, which is here. So I'm just going to do the same thing I did there. You can see I increased here, so I'm going to increase here too. So this is just what you have to do, okay? All you have to do is get the right place to increase, and you put 2 in the same place. And in some other tutorials, I'll tell you, don't increase in the same place. When I say don't increase in the same place, I'm going to explain that in the next row. But this particular short, there is an exemption to it. The other one that I did not increase in the same place. Not the blue one though, not this blue one, another one. There are so many tricks to this, but this is the trick I'm using. This is the style or the design I'm using for this particular shirt, okay? But I know you guys will not understand what I'm trying to say, but please just follow these instructions. You can see I increased here, I increased here too. So there, we've already gotten, like, this side is one side of the leg and this other side is the other side of the leg. So I'm going to go ahead and crochet till I get to the point where I would increase again. Then I would show you guys and I'll explain what I have in mind for you. Okay, so I'm at the place where I increased, or where I am increasing. So for other crochet projects, I'll tell you, don't increase in the same place twice. That means if you increase here, you have to increase here, and you have to increase here in the next row. But for this particular short, I would be increasing in the same place twice. So it's an exemption of that rule for you not to increase in the same place twice. So I'm going to put it there. This is where we increased, okay? So I'm going to put double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the same place. Then I continue my double crochet, go to the next place and do my double crochet, chain 2, go to the next place and do my double crochet. So we are going to be increasing on this place where we've increased before. It's not going to show. The purpose of this, I don't know if you guys will understand, but the purpose of this is that, you know, all those shorts that will enter your bum bum and then to look, make your bum bum look big, and it will divide your bum bum. Why am I laughing? You see, everybody that understand what bum bum is, those shorts that will enter your boots, you understand? Yes. So if you do it like this for this particular design, you understand, it will make it have that fitting, okay? So that was the goal when I started doing these shorts. So you can increase the normal way of scattering the places of increase, but I just decided to do this, and I feel like if you want to do these shorts, you should follow this pattern too, or this form, and do it, okay? Yeah. So I'm going to just go ahead and keep increasing in the same place. Then I'll let you know when I'll stop increasing or when I'll divide it. Okay. Okay guys, so we've gotten to 10 inches. Okay, from here it's 11 inches, and for the rows is 14 rows. From here to here is 14 rows. So you can do more than 14 rows. You can do 15 rows. I don't know, you can do 11 inches, 12 inches, but this is how I'm going to stop. Okay, so now you can see where I increased. You can see I increased here, and yeah. So I am good, and now this is where I am joining. Of course, you can see some of them are 2, this one is 1, this one is 2, because of what I explained earlier. So I'm going to close it up with a single crochet, and I'm going to cut my yarn. This is because I want to join it, and for me to join this side and this side, I would come here and I'll put in my pin, bring out my yarn, and I'll do some chains. So I'll be doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 chains. So you can do 10 chains, you can do 8 chains, but I'm going to do 8 chains. Then I join it with this other side, you can see, and you're joining it where you increased on the other side, okay? So at the middle of that place, that's where I'm going to join it. So I'm doing a slip stitch and a chain. Now you have a choice to cut this yarn and start all over. When I say all over, you can start anywhere right now, because you're going to be working on one side of the leg. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 chains. Our short is already formed. It's already formed. So now I'm going to be working on the leg. So now I'm going into this place and I'm doing a double crochet stitch. I'm sorry. Remember, we are doing it like this, not the other way around. Double crochet, chain 2. So it's the same thing you're doing. Skip 2, double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, double crochet in the next one. So I'm just going to repeat this. I'll do this round till I get back here. Okay, so I'm at the chains. You can see the chains right here, right? And this is like the last place before I start working on the chain. So when you get here, all you have to do is continue your chain 2, skip 2 places. This is 1, 2. I think this is my double crochet stitch. So chain 2, skip 2 chains or 2 places, and on the third one you do your double crochet stitch. And this is just what you have to be doing. So 1, 2, double crochet stitch. Now you can see that when you skip 2 places right here, you're going into 1, 2, 3. On the third stitch is where you're doing this 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is the third stitch. I'm going to slip stitch. I thought I had a chance here, that's why I did that's why I yarned over, but there's no yarn over here. So what you have to do, you just close it up with your slip stitch. Okay, then you do 3 chains. Right now the next step here is to do 5 chains instead of 3 chains, because you need to go into this place. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So you can see 5 chains because you're doing 3 chains as your first double crochet, then 2 chains as your chain 2 to the next. You understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah, so 3 chains plus 2 chains, that's 5 chains. So that's why we have this here. The same thing we did on this other side, remember? So that's what we will just be doing on these places. We just repeat the process for the leg. Chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, double crochet, just like this. Okay, so I have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of this, which is like 4 inches, I guess. Yeah, 4 inches. So this is 4 inches, and for me, I think it's okay. You can make it longer. In short, as a matter of fact, you can make this a long trouser. Okay, so I'm going to just slip stitch. I'm going to just slip stitch here. I'm supposed to put it here, but I don't want to. I mean, it's not going to show, so I'm just going to slip stitch and cut my, I chained 1 here, so I'm cutting my yarn to close it up. I'm going to hide that later. So I'm going to do the same thing for this leg, which is putting my yarn in. I'll just put it here. I'll put in my hook, bring out my yarn, do my 3 chains as my first double crochet stitch. 2, 3, first double crochet stitch is done. So now I'm just going to do double crochet in the next stitch. Sorry, double crochet in the next stitch, which is this place. I mean, at this point, it doesn't even matter what I'm doing. I just need to get my work started. Normally, if you want to follow the basic law, what I have to do here is 5 chains, then go to the next place, skip 1, 2, the next place is double crochet. So we have a perfect start. This is a perfect start, okay? But because I'm a very lazy person, even though because of the camera, I'll just do whatever I want to do there and keep going. But because you guys are learning, that's why I had to do this, okay? This is what you need to do, okay? Yeah. So now I'm going to do 2 chains, skip 2 on the third one, double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, just like what we did for the previous one, for this previous place. So I'm just going to do this round and get back here. I'll get back here, then I'll show you what I'm going to do there, just for the beginners that may not know what to do there. Okay, so I'm at this place where I did chains. Remember, we did chain here to join it. So we are going to work on the chains for this other side of the leg. We've done this other side, of course. So we are going to work on this other side of the chain. So after doing my double crochet stitch, I'm going to do my 2 chains, of course, and I'll skip 2 places on this chain. So where I put this one might be the same place where I might have to put another one, but because of my calculations, I have to skip 2. So wherever the third one, the third stitch lies, that's where I'm going to put my stitch. So for you, it may be directly on this stitch, for you it may not be, it may just be like this, you know, just work on what you have there going for you. So me, I'm just going to count my stitches and skip my 2 stitch, and on the next one I'm doing my double crochet stitch. So you can see how this looks for me. Yours might look differently. Your stitches may align, but mine do not align because of my work, the nature of my work. So right now I'm going to just join it here without doing a chain, because it came together like this. Okay, so now I'm going to do my slip stitch 1, 2, 3. On the next one I'm doing a double crochet stitch, and 1, 2 on the next 1, 2 on the third one I'm doing a double crochet stitch. So chain 2, skip 2, double crochet stitch, chain 2, skip 2, double crochet stitch. That's what I'm doing. So I'm going to just do this, and when I get here I'll slip stitch again, and I'll complete with the shorts with the other side of the leg. Then we would go to the next step, guys. Please take this moment to like this video, comment below, let me know your thoughts about this tutorial. Is it well explained? Do you need more details about something? Please just let me know in the comment section. Please engage in my video by commenting. If you think this video is okay, just drop a heart for me or say something nice for me in the comment section. I love you guys. Thank you so much, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you're not a subscriber yet. Okay, remember, this is beginners friendly video and not a total beginners video. Okay, so this is beginners friendly, so if you just started crocheting, you can actually make this from start to finish following this tutorial. If you know somebody that is learning how to crochet, send them this video, because it's going to help them to understand their stitches and to make their first shorts if they've never made a short before. Yeah, so I'm going to complete the short, the one side of the leg, and then I'll show you guys the next thing that I'll be doing. Okay, so I am at the end, and I'm going to just close it up with a slip stitch, a chain, and cut. So now we have to start working on the fringe. So start working on this fringe, which is quite easy to do. The last one I actually used a bottle to do it. So this one I'll be using this other bottle. You can use any other thing though, just to get it, get the actual this thing. So this is how much I've used of this yarn, you see, but this won't be enough for the fringe, so I'm going to bring another yarn. I brought another ball of yarn, so I'm going to use this one and combine with this one, and hopefully this one will not be finished. I hope so. But the other one I used almost 2 of it, so let's see, because I used the 2 for the up and the down. So I'm just going to use this 2 now and see how much of it will remain. So what to do now is use your yarn, wrap it around the container that you want to use. So I'm going to just wrap it around this container very well, then I'll bring it out and cut it. I'll show you guys. Okay, so I have completed. Now I have to pull it out. It's not coming out, so I'm just going to cut it like this. It's supposed to come out easily, but it's not. Let's do this. When I started making videos 2 years ago, or I think last year, I was like, let me cut this part, let me make the video short. But I realized that I cut out so many important informations, and most of my previous videos, like, it's not detailed, it's not well detailed. That's because of the fear of making my videos very long. So right now you guys will get used to seeing some very long videos on my channel, so you have to be patient while watching my videos from now on, because I'll be putting any details I think would help the viewers. I'll put it here. Okay, so you have to get used to. And also I'll be doing some vlogging too, like crochet trips, my fashion shows that I'll be doing this year. I'll be vlogging it and I'll be putting it out here. on this channel for you guys to watch. Please, that is how you support me, by watching my videos. You have to watch them. Most of them will be inspiring to you. Most of the times I'll be talking, I won't even be doing anything but talking on this channel. So get ready, guys. Because it's about to be a trip on this channel. And please like and share so that more people will get to find my channel. I guess lots of people that stumble upon my channel are like, where have I been all this while that I didn't see you? Your videos are so nice, your designs are so nice. So please help and share the good work of God. So yes, I am done with this, and now I'm just going to be doing it. I don't know if this will be enough, but I'll just use this. So for those of you that do not have mannequin, I'm going to first do it on here like this, then I'll do it on my mannequin. I'll still show you how I'm doing it on my mannequin. So there's no particular order to which you should put this, or you must put this. You don't have to put it in a particular order. All you have to do is make sure it is well aligned. That means straight. And you take your pin and your yarn, you go into the steps that you want to. Me, I'm going to start from the third step, 1 2 3, because it's long enough to cover, you know, to cover like this. You can start from the second step, you can start from the last step if you want it to be very long, but I'm going to start from the third step for this one. So I'll start from the third step, I'll put in my yarn, bring it out like this, and then just crochet it into, just like that. It is done just like that. So that is how I'm going to put it. And like I said, you don't have to say, okay, after every 2 you put, or after every 3. You can just put it randomly, which is what I did for the very first one I did, and for the last one I did. 1 2 3. So I'm just going to be doing this. You can put it randomly, but just make sure it's well covered if you want it to be well covered. And again, you can also put it scantily. You can also make sure it's scanty, like you can put yeah, and just leave it like that. But for me, I'm going to make sure I put till I get the density or the thickness that I want. So I'm going to put it on my mannequin. Is that thing mannequin? Yeah, mannequin, right? Please, how do you pronounce it? Oh, okay, so I'm going to put it on my dummy, and then because it's easier to do it when it's on the dummy. So I'm going to put it on my dummy, and I'll also do it there and show you guys, okay? So before we go to my dummy, this thing is purple, but why is it showing blue? This one is blue. You see, this one is blue, that other one is purple. It's showing blue in the camera. So now, when you put it here, of course, you don't want to come and put it here. That's what I want to explain now. You don't have to come and put it here. You have to put it in a place that will cover this other downside. My aim, I don't know about you, but my aim is to make sure it is covered, you know, so that it holds the spaces in between, so that they are covered. So that is, you follow the goal, your goal. If you want them to be covered, that means if you're putting it here, the next one would be here, okay? Don't forget, you also need a belt for this, because I see some people that do this crochet piece, they make it open enough so that you can tie it. I don't know how to explain it, but they make 2 parts, then they join them together. But I like doing it like this because it's finer like this. So you make the waist like this, then you put a belt so that you can hold it. In case you're doing for a medium size, you can do this measurement for a medium size. That way it will still fit the medium size person. You understand what I'm saying? But if you don't understand what I'm saying, I'm sorry. I would go and put it on the mannequin now and move to the next step. What next step? The next step is just keep putting this thing till it's big enough, or till it's covered enough to your likeness. And you put the waist rope, the rope for the waist. Maybe I should put the rope for the waist before I I put it in the mannequin. Let's put the waist. So the waist rope, I just for the previous one I just used one strand. If your strand is too slim, you can tie it up to get you can double your strand. So I'm going to just do a long chain for the waist. Okay, so I've done a long rope, and I'm going to just put the rope, pass the rope through it like this. Make sure it's at the middle. Of course, you don't want to put you don't want it to be at the side, you know what I'm saying. So you just make sure it's at the middle and you pass it through the stitches like this. So I have done the rope. I put the rope, and I'm just going to bring in some beads. If you have beads, and only if you have, don't kill yourself if you don't have. Okay, I think I should do white and black. No. Okay, so I'm going to put these beads in it. Guys, so this is how far I have put this side. I'm going to just go ahead and put this other side the same way I showed you guys. Is the same way I'm going to be putting it. So while it's on the mannequin, I'm just going to, because I'm doing it on the third row, I'm just going to go ahead and put my pin like this, bring out the yarn, and that is it. Just crochet through, pull out, and at the end of the day I will trim if I want to. Sometimes I do not trim, other times I feel like trimming. When some of them are too long below, I just trim it, you understand? So yeah, that's it. It's very easy. I hope these have been helpful. I hope you learned something from this. That's the goal, to make you learn, for you to learn how to do this stuff. Okay, that's the goal. So I hope I have actually achieved my goal. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video, which will be the top tutorial. Okay, thank you so much. Please like and share this video to your loved ones. Don't forget to comment your suggestions if you want me to do anything. Remember, I'm going to be doing my Do With Joyceline episodes, but that will be after I'm done with this set. Okay, I'm going to be doing Do With Joyceline episodes where I'll be doing tutorial of what you all suggest. So if you want me to do something, please send it to my Instagram or Facebook. Send a picture of it and ask me to do it. I will be picking randomly from time to time, and I'll be making those things. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. See you guys in my next video. Bye. Thank you.